where they watch me while I sleep. Don't require your belief, offering silence but no relief. Can you scream without a sound, like the freeze that's coming down? Barren space where nothing grows, a secret place where no one goes.
Chaos Springs Eternal is a Delta Green actual play. Delta Green by its nature deals with violent themes, disturbing imagery, and horrors beyond our comprehension. Now, if you wouldn't mind comprehending some horrors with us, I think you'll have a good time.
Can you feel me in the fog? Pull me from this epilogue. My hands are frozen in the snow. The eyes of corpses have no glow. Made these chains just for myself, rambling about my mental health. Demons on this hazy hill, only my soul is left to kill.
Welcome back to Chaos Springs Eternal. This is Season 1, City of Woe.
Wow!
That's a correct amount of excitement for our post-Memphis episode. We get to reminisce about all the great memories we made.
Saw a big pyramid.
Yeah.
A big pyramid.
Huge pyramid.
How'd they get that sign up on that thing?
I don't know. I still don't know.
The amount of metal that's on that sign.
I imagine it involves a crane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent the picture of us in front of the pyramid to a bunch of my friends, and one of them sent me back, imagine drunk driving this MF, and it was a Titan from 40K shoddily photoshopped to sit at the cathedral. It had the Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that's my new cherished memory.
It's good times. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I was thinking, like, we had a lot of banter in Memphis, but that was probably because we were close together and it made sense.
Yeah.
We haven't had, like, a heavy band. We've done some light bands lately. I don't really have that much to discuss, but I kind of wanted to go back and look at, some things that happened. And then if y'all have anything that you remember that I don't, you can mention those, and then we'll jump into it. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So just a little recap of 46. We had Glomus raising the barrier. With that whole ritual, we got Marcy studying. We got Cyril talking to Cynthia Whitehead, which was real fun. Joel buying drugs. And then Detective Marr inviting everyone over to the diner where in episode 47, he informs them of the death of Chief Anderson's wife, Carol Anderson, who was posed nude in the bathtub, arms crossed, which is a characteristic of another dead body we've seen lately. Y'all had some ideas about the body being in the morgue. You also realized that you still had the clock. Oh, let's see. You had a sort of plan to deal with some of the Riverbend Blues Lounge fallout potentially coming from Ezra Blackburn by putting them in the sanatorium. You had ideas of staking out the morgue, and then on your way back from the diner to your houses, as Cyril drove y'all, you saw an announcement on the church for the guest pastor, Reverend Elias Goldsmith, who was going to be preaching on Sunday. And then you also saw an advertisement for a new exhibit at the Carrefour Museum called Wonders from the Cradle of Civilization. Joel contacted Bill Blank. We had a long talk about ska. And then on Saturday, Joel went to work where Sammy was mean to him. But otherwise, it was a pretty good day. Cyril went and talked to Luna while Marcy talked to Barnabas. Luna and Cyril had a lovely dinner.
Yep.
They discussed a little bit about the Organite. And then we had a little sort of end scene at the exhibit, right? This Wonders from the Cradle of Civilization, which features, sort of as its most iconic thing, this golden chalice. Anything else that I missed? Or
Yeah, Glomus really ensured us that nothing could go wrong with the ritual.
Yeah.
Nothing. No unforeseen consequences whatsoever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is correct.
I don't remember anything else different from that episode immediately off the cuff, at least.
Okay.
I feel like we did make a joke about someone liking eggs the French way. I could have sworn.
We definitely did.
We did, yeah.
Came by and offered to crush eggshells into your coffee.
Oh,
Excels into yours. Yeah, that's right.
It's one of the two jokes that we have. So,
well, in regards to our Memphis trip, I am now the proud owner of a Organite pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot you bought that.
Oh, man. That visit to the metaphysical shop. I mean, so we went to, We went to the Bass Pro Shop. We went to
a little game store.
Oh, a gaming store, a very cool gaming store.
Where they were like, we hate people who aren't from Memphis.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did have a long tirade that I don't know if they were aware that we were visitors, but they were talking about visitors.
We hate tourists.
Come back again. I don't think, no.
We definitely spent more money than anyone else at the store than the time that we were there.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It was really funny either way.
I shilled 13th age to one guy because I saw my chance and I was like, no one else is going to listen to me about this.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
You were like talking to that guy about 13th age.
In another world, Noah would be a great missionary.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
Aw.
I need to get people in more Bible study sessions.
Come learn about my Iron God. I mean, that really is kind of what you're doing now.
Ironclad faith.
It is.
Oh, yeah. We had some barbecue for lunch.
You're an apostle for Iron Gods.
Spaghetti barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so nasty.
Yeah, the spaghetti was questionable. The spaghetti was odd.
Well, I like how the two Midwesterners were like, "This is really good barbecue," and then Dan's like, "It's all right."
It was fine.
What was
It was
what was
fine.
it?
Listen,
We went to a bar and they told we it was just like, oh yeah, no.
we mentioned this in the recording.
Yeah, that was already in an episode. Yeah.
Yeah, where the guy was like, "Oh, don't have the Texas barbecue. It's not good." I'm like, okay, but all right. Like, I'm sorry. Just do they not give you a lot of it? Because they did give us a lot of barbecue. I gotta hand it. to them. That was a lot of barbecue.
You did. Yeah.
That was a big portion for the price I paid.
Yeah. So props to Memphis for that, at least. Yeah, the metaphysical shop was interesting. We spent a little time in there. I am kicking myself that I did not play up how weird it can be, especially when checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, we watch anime.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what was that
Yeah.
about?
Yep. Yeah.
And not that normie shit. Meanwhile, Dan and I are both wearing unscripted, mind you. We didn't mean this. Both of us are wearing separate Evangelion t-shirts.
Evangelion.
That's just so good. It was just Garfield with Neon Genesis Evangelion written below him.
I'm actually wearing that shirt right now.
Amazing.
You know what's really funny?
Are you
I'm wearing the tie-dye Neon Genesis t-shirt too.
man.
There you go.
Incredible.
There you go. But when she put it in the bowl and sprayed it and was like, "All right, now you put it in the bag because I can't touch it, otherwise I'm going to interfere with the vibes." I was like, "Oh
jerk
my
the
gosh,
energy.
of course, yeah,
Of course, that's what you do.
of course. Why didn't I do that?"
The thing that got me was when Mark, with the biggest brass balls I've ever seen in my life, said to this woman, as I'm thinking, I wonder how much she like actually believes this, or like, you know, this is just a thing she does for the, you know, for the show, and this is just a job. Goes, how many ghosts can I fit in this thing? And she goes, "Oh, there ain't no ghosts up in here. I make sure I do cleansing rituals every day and every night." And I went, "Oh,
You never answered my question.
they really believe this."
That raises, if you got to do a cleansing ritual every day, like that is,
That's a lot.
I'm pretty sure that means you're in a bad store. You shouldn't be there, right?
I think that's just the natural aura of Memphis, because we did see someone parked in the middle of the fucking street.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
I was going to say, in her defense, people come in and out. You don't know what juju they got going on.
I guess that's true. And you don't, I mean, the type of people who want to buy a, you know, foot-long penis candle probably are bringing some strange energy with them.
Yeah. I thought really, really hard about buying the one that's just like a really curvy woman with like just super like hard nipples, and then like just placing it somewhere in the city.
Yeah.
This means something.
The sex tarot set.
My organite definitely still smells faintly of patchouli. So
Yep. Well, that means it's working.
that means it's working.
All right. I said I was going to start a little bit different, and so I hope you'll play along with me.
You know what? I just remembered something that we did forget.
Okay, go ahead.
Joel and Ivy have a date planned out to go make fun of and laugh at the traveling ghost guy.
Ronald Aguilar. Yep.
Yeah,
I remembered his name
important.
finally.
Very important.
Yes. We went on a ghost tour. Also,
Oh, fuck, right.
We should probably mention that.
Yeah,
The ghost
that's
tour.
right.
I mean, it was a lot of fun.
It was.
It was good times.
Did not see any ghosts, which was kind of a bummer. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that one back alley was real shady for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of those places where you step in and it's like, oh, there's vibes here. Like, okay, all right, something's. I'm not expecting an apparition, but boy howdy.
I'm looking out for needles.
When she was like, this is the most haunted place, actually, I was like, okay, I can believe that.
I'm just gonna say, it's real convenient that the only place we weren't allowed to go into that we could have gone into that they said no, you can't, is the one where there's ghosts of hot, naked, lingerie-clad women.
Yeah.
Pretty sus.
Yeah.
What do they not want us to see?
Yeah.
There's just a ghost sex worker dancing on a pole.
God willing.
It was the private event we couldn't go into.
Yeah.
Now we're in From Dusk Till Dawn. God damn it.
Oh, man.
No, those are vampires, and there'd be more feet.
It all comes back to Dusk Till Dawn. Fuck.
How many times have our games devolved into Dusk Till Dawn?
It's been a lot.
That's
It's happened at least
a
twice.
shocking number.
A shocking number. But shout out to Hannah from our ghost tour, because we
Yes.
told her to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. So she was like, I don't listen to the podcast, but was it her fiance or boyfriend or husband?
Her boyfriend or something.
One of the two.
Thought it was boyfriend.
Her male interest, romantic interest.
Her partner.
Who knows?
Yes.
Shout out Hannah's boy toy.
Yeah.
To Hannah's boy toy. Enjoy.
Hannah was great, by the way. I love that. That was
Yeah, she was
absolute
She had a
blast
great energy.
as a
She was-
whole. She had great energy.
Yeah.
Especially that first story she told about the
Yeah.
not the family, but the man and woman that loved each
With the
other or
letters,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That I was sitting there like, all right, don't cry, be a man. You're in the town.
in the
You just
town.
met these 3 people that you call your friends. You cannot bawl in front of them.
Well, it
Yep.
was a wonderfully romantic story.
One of then the one after was just like, yeah, no, this hotel, allegedly Elvis lost his virginity here.
And I'm just like, hell yes.
I almost cried at that one too.
We all were in tears. It was the real Graceland.
It was just, she said that, and I wiped a tear. Like, shake it, mama. Like,
I will confess that I learned something. Though this is my biggest takeaway from Memphis. I have always thought that the lyric was "walking with my feet 10 feet off the field."
No.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know about Beale Street.
You did not know about Beale Street? That's funny.
But the moment I saw Beale, I was like, "Oh, okay, whoa, all right, I'm dumb."
oh, I'm stupid.
There we go. But I've always been.
There was
Oh, God.
a lot of walking in Memphis jokes happening the whole trip.
To be fair, it was almost exclusively from one person.
I was changing lanes with that Blinker in Memphis.
It was Noah the whole time.
No,
I was lane splitting in an Escalade in Memphis.
I was making everything in Memphis.
Oh,
I
God.
think I did get a little annoying with it. I'm sorry, El.
No, you're good.
No.
You're good.
No.
There was one where I went, all right, I think the joke's done, and then 30 seconds later you hit another one, and it was genuinely really funny, and I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah. I mean, other things we did, I played Magic the Gathering for the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Under the tutelage of Tyler, which I never would have done
Yeah.
if I hadn't played with a friend, because game shops intimidate me and the people in them intimidate me with their vast knowledge of Magic the Gathering.
I'm going to train you wrong on purpose so I can make you look stupid.
You're right.
My favorite part about that experience is 2 days later when Dan out of the blue says, kind of want to build a Magic deck.
Yep.
And I
Yeah, I do too now. I do too.
I melted into the chair and went, I've succeeded.
I have done it.
I passed on the curse. I'm free.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
the
free.
It Follows curse.
I'm free.
But instead of the you gotta fuck someone, it's the literal opposite.
I do too, by the way. I'm like, ooh, a new commander deck. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Okay, I do want to look at some more Fallout New Vegas cards. Let's go!
You did it, Tyler.
Oh, we're all infected. All right.
We're
Got the
on
bug. You all got the bug.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta. This will be fun to edit because I'm jumping into it. Okay.
Do it.
Just put yourself in a little mind palace. Right now, we're in the perspective of Marcy. Okay. So this is what Marcy is hearing. Okay. My beloved flock, hearken unto me, for I bring tidings of great joy and prosperity. In the beginning, the Almighty crafted a universe of infinite abundance. The very fabric of creation is woven with threads of gold, and the stars themselves are but mere glimmers of the vast wealth that awaits the enlightened. Below, I say unto you, this abundance lies not just in the ethereal realms above, but within the very essence of your being. When he says that, this man, he's maybe 5'10", in his late 50s. He's got a striking mane of silver white hair that's kind of thick and wavy, swept back a little bit. He's got a nice, salt and pepper goatee and this sort of tanned lines and crow's feet. He almost seems to look at you, Marcy, as he says, are we not made in the image of the divine? Do we not carry within us the very spark of creation itself? The enlightened saints of old knew this truth. They spoke of hidden emanations that form the very structure of existence. And what is this structure, my friends, if not a conduit for the flow of celestial abundance? You hear a handful of amens from the audience. I consider the divine attribute of loving kindness and mercy. It is through this celestial quality that we open ourselves to receive the bounty of the universe. But hark! We must not be passive vessels. Nay, we must actively partake in this cosmic dance of giving and receiving. For as those of old have taught, we are not mere mortals, but divine beings having a human experience. Our very thoughts and intentions shape the reality around us. When we align ourselves with the universal current of prosperity, we become magnets for wealth and success. But beware, my flock, there are those who would lead you astray. They speak of sacrifice and asceticism, of rejecting the material world. I say unto you, this is folly, for how can we glorify the Creator if we reject the very abundance He has bestowed upon us? Nay, embrace your divine birthright. Scattered amens. Let your cup overflow with the nectar of prosperity, for in your wealth you reflect the infinite abundance of the cosmos itself. And yet, I sense a restlessness among you, a questioning of spirit. Fear not, for this too is part of the grand design. The road to enlightenment is not always smooth, but it is paved with gold for those with eyes to see. Remember, my children, that the physical realm is but a shadow of the true reality. Your bank accounts, your possessions, these are merely symbols of the vast spiritual wealth that is your true inheritance. Some amens scattered throughout the audience. So I implore you, open your hearts and your wallets to receive the blessings that are rightfully yours. For in your prosperity, you become a beacon of light, illuminating the path for others to follow. And as you leave this space, now sacred today, carry with you this eternal truth. You are destined for greatness, for wealth beyond measure, for a life of divine abundance. Go forth and claim your inheritance. Amen and amen. And a bunch of people stand up, start clapping. Marcy, you're in the Sweetwater Church. I don't know how often you attend this, but you're there. It's Sunday morning. You look at the clock. It's like 10:15, 10:30, maybe. Eddie and Guidry's sitting up on the stand as this presumably assumed to be Elias Goldsmith sits down. He band sort of starts playing. People start shuffling out, and as people shuffle out at the back end of the church, there are collection plates, and they are especially full. I mean, the church, standard church design, they've got benches, and the benches are fuller than they have been anytime anyone's ever seen it, and they've in fact got a sort of second story part.
Okay.
I don't know what to call that, like loft area that is also full, and people are beginning to file out of there.
I think Marcy was dragged here by her mom.
No. Oh, not today, but just generally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So some familiarity with the history, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. In fact, okay, go ahead and make an intelligence roll.
Okay. Ooh, that's a
Nice.
critical success. 66 under 85.
Yeah, so with that critical intelligence success, what you realize, you don't remember how you got here today. And you also notice that, it seems like almost everyone that you know in town is here. I mean, we've got Detective Mars there. We've got the Smiths. We've got Luna is here.
Okay.
Lila Carter, the librarian. Matilda Green. The mayor's here. Kian's here. Clementine's here. Sorry, I'm just going through a list of names. But basically everyone's here, including Brittany Babineau, the mayor's wife. So a number of people that you might not expect to be here, and everyone who you do expect to be here.
I think then Marcy catches that like, oh yeah, no, I was dragged here by my... I don't let her drag me places anymore. Does anyone else look awake and aware, aside from just like paying rapt attention to him? Like, is anyone checking like a device on them? Is anyone just like reading the Bible around them, or reading anything, or tossing any money into a tray that's going around, or like...
Oh, so they have collections at the exit, and
Okay.
people are definitely contributing. But yeah, I mean, there's not many people on their phone. There's not...
I think she just has this wild moment of like, oh, I'm awake. Oh, I don't know if anyone else is awake. I don't know if this is real. I don't remember getting here. I don't remember waking up. I don't remember putting on these clothes.
Yeah, you do remember visiting your uncle. You do remember Barnabas.
Does it feel like it's the same day, or is that just a nebulous like...
So you visited him on Saturday, you know that. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you check your phone or anything, it says Sunday.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, are Cyril and Joel there? I'm going to have you both, you're both going to tell me if you're there. Go ahead and give me just give me a straight up luck roll, 50-50. If you get low, you get to choose. If you don't get low, you don't get to choose. Does that make sense?
Okay. Failed. Oh, fuck.
Fucking fumble.
Oh, boy.
I'm actively working against the church at this moment.
Well,
Crazy. You look to the
I'm
left and Cyril's
stealing.
there with a pipe bomb.
no, actually, what you see is Cyril is standing with the the collections plate. People, I mean, he's enthusiastically, shaking hands, saying hello to everybody, that sort of stuff. And Joel, you got a 40, so you got under 50, so you get to choose.
Oh,
if
sorry.
you're
I
there
thought
or
it was
not. Yeah.
our luck, not.
Sorry,
50-50.
this was a straight up.
Okay. I think with what we experienced in the jazz bar, the blues lounge, I think Joel needs a church day.
Okay. Would you sit? Where do you like to sit?
Not very far back, but like middle, or sorry, like the back third for sure.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, you have a similar sort of moment at the end of the sermon where you kind of are like, okay, oh, wait. I mean, I know I intended to come to church, but I don't, oh boy, it seemed short, I guess you would say. It seemed like almost nothing, like, that there was probably a message from Eddie and Goodry, some music, some singing, that sort of stuff, announcements. But it seems like everything really just, happened around this speech by.
Kind of like when you're driving and you dissociate for a second and then suddenly you're 20 miles down the road.
Very much so. Like, yeah, how when you check your phone while driving and then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, uh-oh, that was too long.
No, because I don't check my phone.
No, I don't do that either. I definitely don't do that either.
I never do that either.
I don't do scroll on YouTube Shorts, no.
I might have done that in a past life. It's the only reason I know.
Right.
Yeah, it was the one that you lost 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Me and Pompeii reading ancient tablets and then realizing a volcano is erupting outside. Aw, damn it, I could have been right.
What's that noise?
Yeah. Mark, what about, tell me about Cyril. I mean, you get the vibe, right? How's Cyril feeling?
He's,
I think with the fumble, the only thing I would say is you're not noticing anything wrong quite yet.
yeah, I think that he is okay with it. Yeah, he attends this church regularly. So
Yeah.
it's a bit of a change of pace for him, and it's not as kind of traditional as he is used to. But I think that he's like, a quick change of pace is not going to be that bad.
Cool. Like, if you think back to what happened Saturday night, you don't really remember much happening. It's just a little bit lost, and that's where you are. So You want to stick around, church? You see the Elias Goldsmith. He's talking with Pastor Guidry. Some people are coming up and saying congratulations, shaking hands, all that sort of stuff. But what are y'all doing now?
Stealing from the offering plate.
All right. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll.
No, I'm good. I think Cyril would put away whatever, like the back church room, wherever they collect the offering or whatever. And then he would go out and mingle and maybe trying to find someone from out of town.
Okay. All right. You find someone in the crowd who's just come in from New Orleans. This is Amelia Hartley. She's an archaeologist working for the state, and she's got some expertise in various artifacts, and so she usually works for the state. She does some surveying and mostly cataloging and collecting. She's but I decided to come into Carrefour because I saw that y'all had the ancient antiquities, and it's kind of a big deal. So wanted to come check it out.
Yeah, that's not been through New Orleans yet?
No, they've been really selective about where these wonders from the cradle of civilization have been going. It's mostly, I was trying to follow exactly some of the provenance. They've mostly spent their time in like Eastern Europe.
Oh, interesting.
Like some of these former Soviet bloc places.
Huh. Wonder if that's, wonder why that would be.
I don't know.
You probably know better than I do, but is that stuff from that area?
Some of it might be. She was like, that part of the reason that they had to kind of stick in Eastern Europe was because they weren't able to get all the proper documentation for export and import. So I still don't quite know how they got past anything on the U.S. side, but clearly they did. Everything seems, fine. And as far as I know, there's no legal consequence. So they're here. I mean, it's pretty cool, I think. Really great artifacts. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see the?
I've not been.
You've not been?
I've not been.
Are you
yet.
sure?
I have not been.
I thought I saw you there last night. I mean, you're kind of distinctive. You use a camera, right?
I do. Yeah, I'm a photographer here in Carrefour.
Yeah, I pretty sure I saw you there.
Well, I don't think so, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe I had too much to drink last night or something. I can't remember.
Well, maybe.
But I would love to. I'd love to go again and see it with somebody who can actually explain things to me, because those kind of artifacts, I'm deeply fascinated by them, but I also am clueless when it comes to things of that nature. So having someone who was an archaeologist might be just what I need to help me make those connections.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I've got to get back to New Orleans, but I hope they keep this around for a while. I'd like to go back and see it again. I think she's like, I don't know why I stayed for church, but like old habits, I guess.
Well, yeah, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and so I hear.
Yeah, that must be true. What are y'all doing, Marcy and Joel?
I think does Joel see Kian in the crowd of people?
Yeah, you probably were sitting next to each other.
I think he sitting there and he looks over and then like, sorry, I guess I should ask this. Do I know if Kian frequents church like at all, or if I've ever seen him go to a church?
I mean, he's your bond and your roommate, so you can tell me. I get the vibe that he's maybe come here once.
I think it's like once, like it was one of those things where it's like, hey, there was a cookout.
Yeah. He might go to some of the social stuff, but is not a Sunday guy.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, like the fact that he's here for a sermon is weird.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
I think that, and he looks over and like has to do like a triple take real quick, and it's like, hey man, how long you been there?
Oh, I mean, I got here for the sermon, I guess. Yeah, I've been here I came at the normal time, I think.
Did you sit next? Did I sit next to you? I don't know.
Yeah. He like looks around. And he's like, yeah, I think we sat next to each other.
Weird. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't realize that you were next to me the whole time.
Yeah, I was. I mean, that was really engaging. It's like, normally I don't go for the church stuff, but this was really interesting, right?
Yeah. Why did you come?
Like he gets a weird look on his face and he's like, I don't know. I just was here, It's like, I guess I must have just gone on like autopilot. Maybe did you invite me?
I don't remember inviting you. This is kind of a personal thing, I don't really bring people here.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like the right thing to do, I guess. That makes sense to me, so I'm going to accept it.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's the turning of a new leaf or something, right?
Yeah. That's probably the best way to see it. I don't know if you're all moving around, but if
I pictured he probably noticed him as he was like probably standing up to get out and leave.
Yeah. So I imagine a collection plate comes by at some point, and Kian forks over like a 20 into the collection plate and passes it on.
Whoa.
Whoa, we got rent.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
You're late on rent.
You heard what the pastor said. I gotta like embrace the universe and gotta live in cosmic abundance.
Yeah, that's a spiritual thing, man, not a financial thing.
I don't know. It sounded pretty financial, if you ask me. And besides, it's just $20, man. Like, it's no biggie. I'll just skip dinner.
Buddy, we've already gone about this the wrong way. I don't want to tell you how to do your religion, your new found religion, but start small, and he'll just pop like a $2 bill or like a couple $1 bills in there.
One of them was rolled up a little.
Or not like that, but yeah.
No. He's like, oh, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not saying I'll make it a habit, but hey, look, I haven't been to church for a long time, so you kind of think about it. Like, if I had been going, I would have probably paid more than that. So it's look, I'm in arrears,
Oh, like a debt.
Kind of. I mean, look, that's not. I don't think that's how I'm supposed to view it. But just like, if you want, you got to put it out, and then it'll come back to you. I think is what he's trying to get at.
I guess maybe. I mean, maybe that's what he was getting at. Not what I got out of it, but hey, that's the beauty of this. It's all interpretive. It's whatever you make out of it.
Yeah, man. That's what I make.
Want some breakfast?
Oh, yeah. And he like scrunches up his face real hard, and he's like, I don't remember if I ate already, so yeah, I guess.
Well, I don't remember if I ate either. I'm hungry. Weird. All right, let's go get something, and he'll kind of do the awkward shimmy through people that aren't getting up out of the pew.
Peace be unto you. Peace be unto you.
I got you, buddy.
Peace be unto you.
Yep. Oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. How's the kid? All right, and just like awkwardly trying to get through it, not talk to people he doesn't want to talk to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Noah and ask what Marcy's doing now. So,
Marcy leaves as soon as possible.
Okay. Go ahead, Mark. What's your question?
How full are the collection plates? Like, are they?
I'm gonna say, how full is my tummy?
How big's my tum-tum?
Well, I guess here's my question for you, Mark. Has Cyril ever participated in a collection before? I mean, I imagine that's something that, given his standing with the church, he might be invited to do from time to time.
Yeah, probably a couple times.
Marcy gives a $2 bill and a $5.
Okay, so $7. Okay, thank you.
$7.
All right, Marcy gives $7. Glad we got that out of the way. All right, Mark, go ahead. You want to know how much?
Like,
I mean, it's significantly more. I mean, you're talking like an average Sunday. Let's just say. They're pulling in, who knows, $1,000, something like that.
Yeah,
they're like probably 10,000 plus. I mean, it's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
whatever you normally collect, you're collecting 10 times that.
Wow. Okay. And how does Pastor Guidry look? What has he been doing?
Yeah, I was going to ask everyone actually to make a search or a learnness or a human type of roll. Each one of them will reveal something different.
I'll do a human.
Okay.
I'll do search since he's going to do human.
Yes.
Fuck. All right. That's a fail. 97 over 55.
Fail.
Oh God.
79 over 54.
So Cyril, as you're sort of like casting your eyes around, maybe you're looking for something to sort of explain, what this. almost a sense of like missing time, like this little bit of just confusion. At some point as people start filing out and you turn in sort of your collections, it just like kind of settles into feeling like kind of a normal Sunday. Joel, as you're looking around the other faces, like maybe Kian's and others, including Ivy, you see Ivy here. You don't notice, like, it seems like, yeah, everyone's pretty normal looking. Marcy, as you are sort of headed out after you dump your $7 in, you definitely felt like, several times like this, Elias Goldsmith was like specifically looking at you in particular. And you kind of turn as you're about to leave, and you look up on the stand, and he is chatting with Pastor Guidry. I mean, Pastor Guidry is just sort of wearing like an Oxford style, like, shirt with kind of nice khakis and maybe like a blazer. But, Elias Goldsmith, he has this deep midnight blue suit with these very, very light pinstripes that are kind of extra wide. He's got really crisp white collars and French cuffs with gold cufflinks that have his initials, EG. And he's got a, solid color power tie. Looks like it's silk and secured. It's got a tie pin, and it's got, just a notable like gemstone, like not so large that it's gaudy, but large enough that even from where you are, you can tell that it is a gemstone. And as you're sort of like looking over that, he turns and just like locks eyes with you. And as you turn, it's, you're trying, like maybe you're trying to get back away. And as you turn, you catch out of the corner of your eye that he appears to like mouth something to you, but it's impossible to say what it is. And then you are leaving.
I think she's going to act as if she did not see that, walk out as if nothing happened, get down into her car, and then just like white knuckle grip the steering wheel. What the fuck? 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 And then she's going to drive away and call Clovis.
All right. Yeah, I mean, anything that Cyril or Joel want to do before we hop on this call?
I think that on the way out, if he sees Ivy, he'll just a quick, like, hey, good to see that you're out here. That's very odd that she's here, specifically. I don't see her being the religious sort, like, at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to make, like, he probably would be like, hey, and just give Kian the car key real quick. Just like, get her warmed up. We'll go get something nice. And basically just as a distraction so that he can go talk to Ivy one-on-one.
He's like, breakfast burritos again. Yeah. And Ivy's like, oh, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, I'm feeling pretty good. Just astonished you and Kian both arrived here at the same time.
She kind of scrunches up her face. She's like, they only have like the one meeting, right? So not that weird.
No, sorry, not like the one sermon, but the fact that both of you two show up today.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen either of you in here when there's not like a social event. I've never seen you here for a sermon.
Yeah, I mean, look, I guess it must have seemed interesting, so why not? New pastor coming to preach.
What'd you get out of it? Like, I'm curious. Just as someone who's never given off any kind of vibes, that show any kind of spirituality, especially not this kind of spirituality. And he kind of like motions to like a couple of older people that are talking, just like, oh, praise Jesus, and says, like, what made you show up? I'm just curious.
He said, well, you never know what you got to give a chance, right? I liked what he said. It made sense to me. The whole spark of the divine type of stuff. It's not too different than some of the stuff that I kind of believe, just generally, right?
I don't think I follow. And like, I think his eyebrow kind of furrows pretty heavily at that one. I think it's one of those things where he'll never admit it, but Ivy is probably the person he knows the best out of his like friend group, and like that'd be like if your best friend did like a damn near 180. At least that's how he's seeing it right now.
It's definitely different. I don't know what your like base human is. Your human is 55. Yeah,
55. Yeah.
This is like a major personality change.
Yeah. How much money did you put in the pot?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
No, I'm just please. How much money did you put in the pot?
I put in a 10. That's all. That was all the cash I had.
If you had more, would you have put more in there?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I'm only asking because Kian put a 20 in there.
Oh, big spender.
No, he doesn't have the kind of cash to spend $20 on a sermon.
Well, I mean, you're not spending it on the sermon, right? But, who knows? You never know. You plant the seed, right? You see what it grows into.
Yeah, the dollar bill that you put in the pot is not the seed. The seed is what he tells us and what you take home with it.
Well,
you're the seed, not the money.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to make this a habit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not scolding you for trying to like get interested in this kind of stuff, but just I don't know. This isn't you, Ivy.
Well, Joel, it's been a little while. Maybe you don't know me as well as you think.
There's like a pause. Not like a nasty glare, but like there's a glare that's put towards her. Maybe I don't. Listen, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
And he'll just head on out to his car.
Okay. Anything else for Cyril?
He would go home.
Okay.
And check his film to see if he took pictures of stuff last night.
Ooh. It's just dick pics.
Ooh. Well, we'll get back to that in a moment. Marcy, as you're driving, looking at your phone, you have suddenly noticed that minutes have passed by. No, but you call Glomus, and he's like, oh, hey, Marcy, how's it going?
Glomus, it's bad. Lost time, ended up at a church. I don't go to church. Can you do a screening on me? And she's got like the phone like wedged between like her shoulder and her cheek, and she is just talking into it at the side of her mouth. Like, Glomus, I need
your butt cheek,
her face cheek. Glomus, can you like do a mystical checkup?
Maybe. I guess I could. I mean, I could try and like detect the presence of some sort of spell, I guess.
Are you in disguise right now?
Yeah, I'm in disguise right now because it's really hard to operate this phone with giant ghoul hands.
That's so true. I'm sorry that we didn't think about accessibility when we were buying you a phone. Do you want me to look into getting you a different, larger one? With the no. Do you want a jitterbug?
Nope. I think we made the joke about you buying me a jitterbug to begin with, so it wouldn't make sense unless they've got a jitterbug XL.
Okay. I just saw the image of our post. Okay. I think I saw everyone in town at this church. Practically everyone in town.
That's concerning. Most people don't go to church.
Most people hate church.
Most people really dislike Pastor Guidry's wife's pastries. So they boycott the church.
They don't go. They just don't go.
I think I saw the other guys there. I don't know if they're still under whatever the fuck happened, but I'm gonna make my way to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. It actually works great. I've been working. I don't need sleep or food or anything like that. So I've been working on this translation. I've got most of this journal translated.
That's incredible. Aside from the nature of your physicality, I am very envious of your capabilities.
Well, this is actually not that much magic so much as it is sort of like cryptography.
It's really cool.
Just cracking codes. I'm pretty smart.
And she just leaves.
She just hangs up on him.
Like she's left. No, she leaves. She peels out of the church. Not actually, but she drives very carefully not to hit anyone, and then revs it when she sees ex-pastor Guidry's wife. And she leaves the church. post haste heading to Glomus. And then, like, after, like, halfway there, maybe 10 minutes out, she calls the other two into a group call and just tries to, like, are y'all aware?
I am conscious. Is that what you're asking?
Where were you last night?
I was going to say a mouthful of double jalapeno bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito. He goes, yeah, of course I'm aware, Marcy. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck?
I've been told that I was at some exhibit last night that I don't remember being at.
I remember going to an exhibit too. I don't remember seeing anyone else of either of y'all there. I'm heading to Glomus's right now for a screening to see what the fuck happened.
Oh, he does screenings?
If I find anything, I'll let y'all know, because I don't remember waking up this morning.
Yeah, when Marcy says that, Cyril, you don't remember waking up this morning either. So I need Marcy and Cyril to both roll sanity checks.
Yippee!
For helplessness.
I couldn't help but notice Joel.
do I remember waking up this morning then?
You chose to go to church, as far as I recall. So yeah, you remember.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
Fail for me.
Yeah, that's just a 1 point of sanity loss.
That's a success for me.
And that's 10 points of sanity loss.
Oh, damn. That's how it is, I guess. All right.
Yep, it's an inverted sanity loss. The more things are regular, the crazier it is.
Depression, am I right, fellas?
Oh, yeah, so y'all have this realization that Marcy and Cyril don't remember waking up this morning, but Joel, you pretty sure things seem pretty normal. Maybe like the decision to go to church, you're sort of projecting on everything that's happened, but you might have felt like a little more compulsion to go to church. It's hard to say, but you feel like you chose it out of your own, free will.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he'll say that. Just, do I remember what we did the night before then?
Nope.
Okay. He'll say, guys, whatever happened, I remember waking up today and being like, you know what, church sounds like a great idea.
Oh,
I've been planning it for the last couple of days.
That's great, Joel. Marcy hangs up and just calls Cyril.
Joel's like, hello?
Fuck?
Hell, that bitch.
Oh, hey. What's wrong, Joel?
Fucking
You barely eaten half
Marcy.
of your third double jalapeno bacon, egg, and cheese burrito.
Your third one?
Yeah, I'm about to order a fourth, and he shoves the rest of this one in his throat.
Jesus Christ. Joel cracks a toilet in this episode.
That's what it is. The Always Sunny intro. Joel has crippling diarrhea.
Crippling diarrhea.
Joel fights for his life on the toilet.
Joel spends 2/4 of the entire day on the toilet.
2/4? Come on, Noah. That's 1/2, bud.
Can you imagine if we put that in? Yeah. I'm just picturing us doing a full podcast of Joel just shitting on the toilet the whole time. Oh, God.
Put in the water bottle in the bathroom to hydrate while he's in.
Is that a whole jalapeno?
They left in all the seeds.
All the seeds.
Why did I get the French style eggs in it too?
Spicy razors.
All right. Well, Noah and Cyril, do you chat about anything else on the phone, or just
He's fucking. He's one of them. Cyril.
I don't remember waking up, and I don't remember going to this. Some archaeologist from New Orleans said she saw me at the, Fertile Crescent exhibition.
The last thing I remember is I was there. I was there taking a picture of it for my uncle, and then I'm here.
Yeah, I'm on my way home right now to check out what photos I took last night.
Good idea. Okay, if you find anything concerning, please let me know. I'm going to treat Joel as if he's
dead to us?
not
Infected?
dead to us. Infected?
Infected?
Like grasping at straws. I am in full. I don't lose time.
I do, to be fair. I mean, sometimes that happens to me, but not this much time. I remember why I'm not a heavy drinker, so it's not like I'm blacking out on nights, so I would remember.
Yeah, you seem like a really responsible person out of all of us.
I know, I'm the most responsible. I mean, it should be fair.
I hope you find something that informs of what happened in your pictures.
I'll let you know. I'll see what I took.
Oh fuck! Someone just cut me up, and she hangs up.
She's at a stoplight.
To go ahead and end the call.
She was actually been parked this entire conversation.
Cyril just pulls up next to her.
It's just
Son of a bitch.
Cyril's the one that cut her off.
Reclines the seat.
All right. Well, Mark, as Cyril pulls into his parking space, heads out, goes into his apartment. What camera is your sort of go-to?
I believe it's I think it's my Nikon. I sent you a picture of it once.
Is it digital or film?
Yes, it would be digital. It would be completely digital.
Yeah, so maybe you are.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has like a viewer on the background, or if you need to pull the SD card.
Yep.
Okay. So as you're going through the viewer in the background, it starts actually from like the oldest, which you don't remember. I don't know if that's the typical setting or not, but that's what happens, right? And so you're pushing through sort of the oldest photos and moving forward, running through. I imagine there's some from the Manor on here. There might be some from Riverbend Blues Lounge. And as you get to the end of the Riverbend Blues Lounge ones, I mean, there's several photos. There's a dozen photos. Maybe as you're going through, there's 100, maybe 200 photos, and they're all in the Carrefour Museum, and they're all of the Chalice from various angles.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we're going to end right now.
Nice.